cheating is at an all-time high. Why do you think that is?
Simple. Women in the workplace. There's no question about that. When I was a kid, I don't think any of my friends' mothers worked. Now, I mean, try to think of a woman who doesn't work. And this is where most of the affairs start, in the workplace. 93% of the affairs start in the workplace. And, think about this. I've talked about this before. You spend so much more time at work than you do at home. Think about that. You're getting up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. You're showering. You're getting the kids ready. He's getting ready. She's getting ready. Everybody's doing their own thing. You leave. Now you go to work. You look good, feel good, smell good. And, somebody at work might capture your attention. And that's how it happens most times. By the time you get home from work, you're tired. It's the end of the day. Running around with the kids. By the time you hit the sack, 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're out. And then you have the weekends alone. It's not a lot. That's not enough. 2 out of 7 days is not enough. And also think about this too. A lot of married couples become disconnected over the years. And, what starts out as a good marriage just turns into shit because maybe one isn't paying attention to the other, or, this is happening, that's happening. So now you have an argument. You're drifting away, right? Now all of a sudden you go to work one day, someone gives you a compliment. Hey, you look pretty today. Oh, nice smile, nice cologne, nice dress, nice shirt, nice anything at all. No affair ever starts out by just, jumping in and, jumping into the sack. It all starts out what appears to be innocently and very innocuously in that it's just like a simple thing like, hi, how are you today? Is everything okay? You seem like you're in a bad mood. You exchange telephone numbers. Now the texts start, okay? Hey, how's everything? Is everything okay? How are you doing today? And that's how it starts. Before you know it, and I mean like as quickly as like 2 to 4 weeks, if not sooner, they're meeting at the, at the local motel every Wednesday, or going to a hotel, or doing whatever. And before you know it, your life changes. And then it starts out as something that's more like exciting and new. And then it turns into almost an addiction. It takes over your life because now it consumes you. And what started out as something so pleasurable has now become such a burden because now you have to juggle both lives, the lies, the deception, not being with them, wondering what he or she is doing with their spouse, or maybe if they're single or whatever else. Like, it becomes an addiction, and to the point where you just, it takes over you. And a lot of people just have a nervous breakdown because of it. There's a movie that I remember seeing called, it's with Richard Gere and Diane Lane, Unfaithful. The way that happens, that is exactly the way it happens in real life. So, that it's simple. That's why cheating is on the rise. And then, of course, the cell phone.